Hello all, welcome back to my channel Sweetz Dreamz UK. Happy New Year to you all, and this video is going to be a quick one, but before that I just want to thank you, all of you, for showing the love for my channel. The subscribers have gone up. Even I see people interacting with each other, sharing their experiences, which is really awesome. So thank you so much. So today's video, as I said, is going to be a quick one. It's a short video about the documents that I submitted in order to get my visa in 7 working days. Since I'm sharing my experience for the document that I shared, just a disclaimer guys, I am not an agent, nor do I work for VFS Global Services. I am just sharing my experience with you guys, that what documents I shared in order to get my visa in 7 working days without an visa interview call. So starting with the document list, I would first like to tell you that there is a mandatory checklist that comes once you file your visa. Okay, so the mandatory document list, whatever are mentioned on that documents, those documents are mandatory. You cannot escape those documents. You have to make sure that you are submitting those documents. So the mandatory documents that were for me as per that document checklist were, first was the letter of the bank, since I have a student loan which covers my tuition fee, so I had to show a bank letter. Then the second mandatory document was my stay charges. My stay was sponsored by my husband, so I had to also show his bank account statement. The other documents were my mark sheets, my TB certificate, and also my IELTS TRF. So these were the mandatory documents that I had to submit. Apart from that, you can also give some additional documents that you think will support your application. Now you have to thoroughly read your CAS, and you have to thoroughly go through the document mandatory list, and depending on that, what works for you, you can then decide what additional documents you can show. In my case, the additional documents that I had showed was my CAS letter, my offer letter, and apart from that, I had also given my work experience letter, since there is a gap for me from my past, the last degree that I had taken, post that I was working. So I had also shown my work experience letter. So these were the documents that I submitted. So as I said, it is important that you go through your CAS letter as well. It will give you a gist of what letters, the CAS letter is issued on what basis, what was your proof that you had submitted for the university. So those would be the mandatory list documents that you would have to give. And as I said, that my stay was sponsored by my husband, so the statement given was of 28 days old. Now how this 28 days old works is, my application I had filed was on 7th December. So the statement that I showed was from 6th November to 7th December. So you have to make sure that you hold these funds for 28 days. So you have to have that amount in the bank account for 28 days. Also, with the mandatory document, I had given a consent letter from my husband on 100 rupees non-judicial stamp paper. We had got it notarized as well for safer side, where he is aware of about my tuition fees and my stay charges, and he's willingly sponsoring me. All that information was mentioned. So I'll just quickly wrap up the mandatory documents that were there for me to submit. I have also written it on my hand. So the letter of proof of funds, this was my student loan and my bank details. Then the documents that I provided in order to get my CAS, this is my IELTS and my mark sheet. Then the letter from the bank for my loan, my TB certificate, and the permission letter, and the relationship proof. I had submitted a marriage document, a court legal document, where it shows that he is my husband. And the additional documents that I thought will work for my application I had given was my CAS letter, my offer letter from the university, and my work experience letter. So these were the only documents that I had submitted in order to get my visa. So just a humble request guys, people who have received their visa, my request would be try flying as soon as possible. Even I'm trying to fly as soon as possible right now, since the cases are increasing day by day. There are possible that the quarantine rules might change. So it is better to fly as soon as possible and reach in UK. So also I wanted to thank you everyone for showing all the support towards my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I would be making more videos, such videos that would definitely be more informative. And till then, goodbye.